More major cases related to Operation Metro Surge played out in court today. We have team coverage starting with Gordon Severson on the battle for evidence in the shooting death of Alex Preddy. Gordon?
After the shooting, the BCA says its investigators were not allowed into the crime scene to investigate. So the agency requested a temporary restraining order to ensure that Homeland Security doesn't delete any of the evidence. Late Saturday night, a judge agreed, and today both sides debated whether that restraining order should continue. For the second time this month, the Minnesota BCA has not been allowed to investigate the fatal shooting of a Minnesota citizen in Minnesota. In court Monday afternoon, a lawyer for the Department of Homeland Security argued the shooting involved a federal agent on a federal assignment and the investigation should be federal. He also argued the BCA is trying to micromanage their investigation, forcing the feds to preserve evidence when he argues there are procedures in place that already do that.
I think it's fantastic that they're going to court.
Former U.S. Attorney from Minnesota, Tom Heffelfinger, however, agrees with the BCA that there is enough cause for concern. According to court records, the BCA argues the feds allowed the crime scene perimeter to collapse too quickly, within just a few hours, potentially spoiling evidence. The BCA is also concerned that Homeland Security, not the FBI, is leading the federal investigation.
How can they conduct an effective and fair and transparent investigation when they've already decided that they're not going to do anything?
Heffelfinger says if the judge rules in the BCA's favor, it could set a precedent and give the agency more power to demand access to crime scenes moving forward. The judge says he will consider the arguments from both sides and he will make a decision soon. University of St. Thomas law professor Rachel Moran says it's hard to predict which way the ruling will go.
We know that the judge was concerned enough about denying access to the scene that he issued a temporary restraining order on a Saturday, of all things, saying you need to allow this access. And
now, there's no clear timeline for when the judge will announce his decision. Court officials say that temporary restraining order will stay in effect until that decision is announced.
All right. Thank you, Gordon.